John Oliver has more.
As we all know, Islam is going to take over America. But what you might not know is that some Americans are actually helping.
A Christian church and a Muslim church coming together.
One nation, two faiths under God, and the same roof.
There's an epidemic of churches opening their doors to Muslim communities. Churches like the Aldersgate United Methodist Church in Virginia.
We were thrilled when we got the call asking if the mosque could use our congregation for its prayers on Friday.
We were looking for a place to worship. Pastor Perry was very generous, and he said, why not? You can come and offer your prayers here.
Here's the problem. What if the Muslim God overhears the prayers from the Christians? Is there not a danger that those prayers will just, they'll get...
I don't think God has any trouble listening to the prayers.
But it's like Santa Claus. He can only come down one chimney, and he needs to know whether they've been good or whether they've been Muslim.
Fortunately, there are a few preachers like Alex McFarland who are working to protect our churches.
It is not the church's responsibility to provide worship space for false religions. We love Muslims, but the belief system Islam, the faith system Islam, is false.
So you don't have a problem with Muslims at all, just Muslims that practice Islam?
No, we love Muslims, but it's not truly loving to help a person be continually enslaved in a false belief system.
Sadly, people like Pastor Perry just don't understand what Christianity is really about.
The very core of Christianity is about embodying the life of Jesus.
Then why do you go against the word of Jesus by promoting a false religion? No offense, but you get it, right?
I am being faithful to Jesus by welcoming the stranger into the community.
We love Jesus.
Oh, come on.
Jesus is mentioned more times in the Quran than Prophet Muhammad.
You see? This infiltration has been going on for centuries. That can't be merely coincidence.
It was clear there was something more nefarious at work.
Satan tries to hinder the spread of God's truth, and I don't think we would want that in a Christian sanctuary.
So, you're saying you'd be letting Satan into the building if Muslims were worshipping there?
Potentially.
Holy sh**.
Absolutely. Listen, and for the person who says...
I mean that literally. That is some holy
and leave it to Satan to infiltrate the church's most vulnerable space, the all-purpose room. At great personal risk, I snuck in undercover to discover their true intent. Their leader led his flock in a diabolical call to arms.
There are numerous people around the world who do not even get clean water to drink, let alone to waste in the shower. We are all wasting too many resources.
At least I think it was diabolical. His accent was a little thick. But either way, Pastor Perry had a lot of explaining to do.
We are two different faiths, building relationships, talking together, working together for a common purpose.
But of course, the Christians have to take the lead. It would never go the other way.
What if we went to the local imam and said, you know what, may we use your mosque on Sundays as a place to worship?
That would never happen.
No, I don't think so.
Now would be a really bad time for us to cut away to Christians praying in a mosque.
Well,
if there was that magic clip of an imam inviting Christians to worship in a mosque, that would be a kick to the nuts.
Have you got that?
My name is Mohammed Al-Filali from the Islamic Center of Passaic County, and we regularly invite our Christian friends to worship here at the center.
Yes, Christians regularly worship Jesus at this New Jersey mosque. Oh, someone just made you look like a fool, son.
Wow. I'm sure there, that doesn't negate the fact that we fight an enemy.
But perhaps the real fight won't come in this life.
Obviously, Christianity is the one true faith, but if Islam is correct, you are.
That's true. But do you know,
you are power.